Today I want to do mini cupping for my resting tremor to help more with lymphatic drainage, which takes the waste out of the body. So these mini cups really help with any kind of swelling, lymphatic drainage. Leave the cups on anywhere from a couple minutes to about 10 minutes. I think I'm going to leave them on. If they start itching, you want to leave them on, take them off. If they're itching or they feel funny. Some people that aren't used to it, just leave it on for a minute or two. You don't want to, they call it a cup kiss. You don't want to get the real purplish marks. Then I've left it on too long, because I found out that you can cup too long. If you cup too much or too long, you can hurt your skin and blood vessels. So don't over cup an area. Make sure you're being responsible. But again, if the cups are kind of coming off, I'm just going to add a little more cream. I do have a cupping machine, which is really cool, and I'll do a video with that. But sometimes the cups aren't sticking well because your arm has many rounded areas. The cups stick better to a flat surface. That's why the mini cups are great for arms and hands. And I'm just going to continue to put these cups on, and then if some come up, you're just going to reapply them. Make sure, feel them, make sure they're on securely, because if they're not on securely, they're not going to do that lymphatic drainage. But again, this helps with any kind of adhesions, any kind of swelling. It's definitely an amazing cupping, especially on smaller areas. It really works well. And it's a technique I really like. Again, make sure you test out part of the area. Don't cup if you're not used to it. And basically, that's the area we're going to cover. And now I'm going to set a timer. I'm going to do 5 minutes. So I'm going to actually come back to the video and probably splice it so you don't have to just sit here and watch me cup. But you can move your arm. Again, if any of them fall off, just reapply. But if you're moving your arm, the likelihood of some of them coming off is pretty good. And it actually feels really good. It's definitely a technique that I like. And you see how this right hand lays flat. The left hand, I really have to work on it to get it to lay flat. just because the constant resting tremor really does a number on your muscles. So lots of prayer, healing in the name of Jesus, lots of therapy, and you can get your resting tremor to not bother you as much and you be functional. And then if you think they've been on for a long time, you can take one off and see if it's super purple, it's time for it to come off. If it's not, then you can leave it on longer. But this is just one of the therapies that I do for my resting tremor. You want to constantly make sure they're adhered to the skin. Can do exercises. Definitely gotta exercise my hand touches. Just get another one. So that's been about 5 minutes. So you see how some of them are redder. So my knuckles have a lot of congestion. The rest of it, not much. But I do this on a regular. If you're not used to it, some of them will be purple. And it definitely helps. but we have dermatomes that run up from our neck.